Okay, here's my little overview video of the Scofield 3. This is the Scofield 3 in genuine leather, if I'm not mistaken. It's Smith or Smythe sewn, and I like the Scofield 3. The Scofield 3 is the newest edition of the Scofield Bibles. This one came out, I think, in 2003, and this one here does not remove anything from the older Scofield editions. It just reformats it, gives it a better layout, in my personal opinion. And we'll show that here briefly here in a moment. But the spine says Holy Bible, Scofield Study System, Red Letter, KJV, Oxford. This is one of my favorite Bibles. I like this Bible. Even though it's not my favorite, I do like it. And, of course, real nice and real neat. Like I said, Smith or Smythe sewn binding, and it is genuine leather. And they got the presentation page to and by. I like how they got this designed. It's got that old-timey feel to it. Births, marriages, holy matrimony, Deus. Then it's got the centennial of the Scofield Study Bible, 1909 to 2009. That goes on for a few pages or so. Then you get the introduction page, King James Version, the Scofield Study Bible. And then there's another opening page there to this Bible. And then, of course, here's your copyright information and all of that. Printed in Korea. This is the Scofield 3 that was printed in 2003. There's your contributors to this edition of the Scofield Bible. Here's your contents, and I like the contents of this Bible for the Old and the New Testament. And then, of course, there's your introduction. I'd encourage anybody that gets a study Bible that has features in the beginning of it, read the features so that you'll know how to use the particular study Bible that you purchase. But this is not really a review, just a quick overview of what's inside this Bible and how it's formatted and laid out. Then you get to the Old Testament, the Pentateuch, and you have a little information concerning that. Then the introductions is really neat, comes with a nice outline. Now, you got the same content, and I believe this is a 10-point font for the Bible text, and you got the same content in this Bible that you got in all the other Scofield study systems. The only difference is they boxed it in, made it more neater. I like this layout. I like the way they formatted this. In my opinion, it's a lot more user-friendly than the older Scofields. And that's just my opinion on that. There's your introduction for Exodus. Another thing that I really like about this edition of the Scofield Bible, I've always kindly preferred the outer references instead of the center column references. Now, in most of the Scofield Bibles, you're going to have the center column references listed right here. This has got the references on both sides of the outer margins, and I like that. And there's room for note taking if you want to take notes. I know a few preachers that use this Bible, preach from this Bible, love this Bible, and it's a good one, the Scofield 3. Again, this one's in genuine leather, Smith or Smythe sewn. Great layout. Let's get over here towards the New Testament real quick and show you a few things in there as well. Now, between the Testaments, a lot of folks misses out on a lot of information because they don't look between the Testaments, between Malachi and Matthew. Well, it's got a little information from Malachi to Matthew there, and you can continue to read that. And then it's got some information there on the four Gospels, and that continues on for about 2 pages and a quarter of another one. Then you got your introduction to the book of Matthew along with an outline, and here comes the red letter. As far as I can tell, most of this red letter is consistent. It don't fade in and out like it does in some Bibles, and I really like the red letter in this edition of the Scofield Bible. Now let's go on over here towards the end of the Bible. if we can. And again, you see the layout of the all of the column reference, all the reference suite is on the outer margins instead of being center column. This is the Scofield 3 that come out in 2003, if I'm not mistaken. And so let's get on over here to the past. It's red letter in Revelation. There's chapter 22. All right, in the very back, you got complete index to subject chain references, subject index, index to proper names, concise KJV, concordance, index to color maps. This is kindly reformatted a little bit, but and I like this layout. I think the print's a little bit bigger. The text in this Bible's a 10-point font, if I'm not mistaken. In the text is 10-point font. There's your concordance. And I'm going to have to rush through this. Just a quick overview to let you know what's out there. And this is one of the Bibles that is available and would probably be a blessing to you. And I will not show you anything that is not King James. So if you're looking for reviews that is non-King James, you've come to the wrong place. I only endorse the King James Bible. But anyway, there's some information on some of the maps, the map index there. Then you got your maps, and these maps are not on cardstock paper. In fact, this paper is rather thin. It almost reminds you of the Bible paper. It may be just a little thicker maybe than the regular Bible paper, not by much. But I think you got about 9 of these maps, these colored maps in the back before you come to the benediction or the conclusion to this Bible. Yeah, there's 9 of them. Then you got a few more cardstock pages, and then that's the end of this Bible. So anyway, that's Holy Bible, Scofield Study System, red letter, King James Version, Oxford, and this is the Scofield 3, not the old Scofield, but the Scofield 3. So just wanted to give you a quick overview and let you know that it is out there and it's a decent Bible. I know several preacher friends of mine that uses this to preach from. This is their preaching Bible. So good size, I guess, to carry, not overly big for a study Bible. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. God bless.